Hello everyone, in today's chess video we have an exciting match happened between Garry Kasparov and Karpov in 1985 in the World Chess Championship. So this is the one of the world best chess match. So today we'll be talking about the round 16 of World Chess Championship 1985. So out of 23 match rounds, this was most exciting and the one of the longest match. So the chess world only had to wait around a month after the first game was aborted because in 1984. So in 1995, Anatoly Karpov and Garry Kasparov had to resume their match. So after this game, the Garry Kasparov became the 13th World Chess Championship. Won the World Chess Championship. So make sure to, before we enter into the video and start the game, make sure to like and subscribe the channel. So the second clash between Anatoly Karpov, technically came in tied for fourth place in the most exciting World Chess Championship, but it's as a good game. So let me start the game. So Anatoly Karpov started the game with e4, and the Garry Kasparov responded with c5. So this game was played in Moscow. So you can see that the white is going for the royal offers opening. Now black is squaring his position with d6. Black played d4 and c took d4, and both players at this stage exchanged their pieces. So the game went normal, but later there comes a part where this game becomes so exciting. Now black protects his piece, white, and a6 is a good move. So now white is getting ready to castle on the king side, and now white castles, and then after bishop moves to e7, the black is also ready to castle, which happens in the next move. But here white plays the next good move, which is f4. So he can just, in next move, he can just promote his pawn. Black goes for a short castle, and king goes to safety. So now I think at this stage, white is just going to move this pawn up. So let's see what white does. Black does c7, and at this stage, white plays f. It's a good exciting move, and it saves a lot of space for white. So sometimes you have to make this type of move so you can just control the board and you let your opponent to make one wrong move or one wrong choice. Knight to c6, bishop to e3, rook to e8. So both the players are ready to castle their knights. Let's see if they castle and what it is. Bishop to f3, rook to b8, in queen to d2. So at this stage, both the players are in their as both develop their pieces, and they are all around the board, and now the main game starts. d7, and the black plays knight to b3. So black takes his pawn back, its knight back, so that he can move, and with this move he can just simply come back as a stronger, and he can just simply move in some other direction. And in the next move he can just simply play this pawn. B6, G4. So you must know that whenever the GMs or stronger player make a move, they just try to hold the board as much as they possible instead of making some rational and quick moves. So they just simply stay and then make a move. Bishop to C8. It's a good move, and now black is ready to push the pawns. D6. So this is a good move, and black can just simply, then black has to move its knight, which white takes, and now you can see that the Karpov in good position because it has more pieces, active pieces. Queen to F2 and bishop to F8. Rook to G2 and bishop to bishop to B7. So both the players are ready to open these files and attack and exchange their bishops. Rook to D1, G6 and C1. So this is the longest match between these players now. And this at this stage, black makes a good move and direct attacking the rook. White has to move its rook, which it does, and now the rook is pushing more pressure on the king side, so black has to be careful. With blacks has control of the control of the square, and bishop to E3. So there was some other move instead of E3. White could have just simply played he could simply play this F5 move. So they both can just in the next move exchange their pieces, and the black has already queen and rook lined up, so white would have an excellent chance of winning. But the original move was bishop to E3. So there can. So just we take move back. So there was now an ideal move to play F5 when Kasparov lines run, but the move came was rook to E7. So it's a very subtle prophylactic move designed to double rooks on the E file and dissuade white from the one main breakthrough he wanted to play. Now black has lined up his rook, and now it's ready to move its pawns further. F5. Takes. Now rook is in. So the game goes on. Attacking, and at this stage, the rook to B6 attacks the queen, and the queen has to move. Queen goes back. And white has to at this stage save his rook. H4. Now the rook is secured, and it can just escape the danger. H4, and white has to take it with the pawn. Now what it does, it opens the line for the rook, for the bishop. And now excellent move where black offers an exchange, and now black can just simply take, white can just simply take this, and it does an excellent. So at this stage, the rook is threatening this queen, and the knight is also, but the black has to move its queen. Queen goes to d2, and the pieces were exchanged. Bishop for the knight. And now, again, black plays an excellent move. Knight to c2. At the same when so Karpov's positions were not so strong when his structure broke. His whole game collapsed. Queen to b2, a6, and instead of just simply going to and exchange their queens, white looks for a good opportunity to capture a pawn, which he does. And this move has also some drawbacks, because now in the next move, white has to put some piece to protect his king. So now if the queen moves, white has to give his knight, so which he freely gives. So the black is playing constant good moves. Garry Kasparov is giving some tough time. So rook to e6, looks for exchange, but instead of just taking the rook, black goes to capture the pawn. And now to give the discover check in the next row, white plays queen to c4, king goes to h8, and e5. It's not that bad, but it does not does much. So black gives a check, king to h1, bishop for the bishop, king takes the bishop, and d4. This is a discovered check, and at this stage, Garry Kasparov won the game, and Anatoly Karpov resigned. This was one of the longest and most exciting match of 1985 World Chess Championship between Garry Kasparov and Anatoly Karpov. This was all for today, and I'll be back with some more chess videos.